Wike, don't be deceived. No one can tell Niger Deltas who to vote. The Google. Welcome to the news. If you are new, kindly subscribe. And if you have been there, thank you and welcome back. I appreciate your support always. The People's Democratic Party member of the House of Representatives from the Gema Boni Federal Constituency in Rivers State, Honorable Farah Dagugu, has told the presidential candidate of the party, Atiku Abubakar, not to be deceived by any politicians, claiming he can influence Niger Delta's votes. Speaking through his special advisor on media and publicity, Dagogo said no one could order anyone around on who to vote or not to vote for, no matter how highly placed such an individual is. The former governorship aspirant in Rivers State declared his unflinching support of the Niger Delta people for Atiku and his running mate, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State, while dismissing talks of protest votes against the People's Democratic Party. Dagogo said a 10 million man march for the presidential hopeful was being planned in the region. Did I hear 10 million man march? How many are there in that region? Well, maybe the combination of the South-South. According to the lawmaker, whose arrests were allegedly ordered by Governor Wike, the 10 million man march will be held in the coming days across the Niger Delta to galvanize the people further and prove to naysayers that the region was for People's Democratic Party, PDP. He stated that the Niger Delta has been a traditional stronghold of the People's Democratic Party from 1999 to date, and 2023 will not be an exception. Yes, it is high time people start making. They have been members of the PDP from 1999 to date, but what can they show for it? For the number of years that PDP ruled rationally, and they have PDP governors ruling that region, what can they boast of? Can they compare themselves to other oil-producing states or nations across the world? They should be making demand. There are individuals that are making it out of this instead of the states can collectively for them to enjoy the benefit of what they have. Dagogo said, let no one be deceived. Conducting elections in Nigeria has metamorphosed. The voting power is with the people. No one can order anyone around or vote or who to vote for or not to vote for, no matter how highly placed, because the people are the decider with their PVC and vote. PDP has been true and fair to our people. It was by the means of this party that we clinched the presidency seat in this country through our son, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, among several other benefits. We are at an advanced stage in plan for a 10 million man march for Atiku and Okowa across the state of the Niger Delta, particularly Rivers State. We have spoken with the people, those that would vote, the real voters with PVCs, not political sycophants, and we have been able to galvanize a lot of them. Niger News reports that Wike, while speaking at the commissioning of the remodeled Waterline building in Port Harcourt, stated that he will tell Rivers State people who to vote for. He said, "We will tell you those you will vote for. I know, and I will tell you who is who. Most of you don't know. There are those who want to come here to just want to be governor with no agenda. Rivers State has done a lot of things for us. We owe Rivers State a lot. Personally, I owe this state a lot for giving me the opportunity, and I will not allow this state to go astray and run into the hands of armed robbers. I will not allow it. Our politicians now armed robbers. Why is he using derogatory words against his opponent? Why is it that South-South always like to betray themselves? Have they heard that any Northern Party member is challenging their governor? when Atiku is very serious frustrating Jonathan, where are Farah Dagogo? Not will use you and dump you. Are their governors imperious as Wike is? Do they also deliberately destabilize their own party just to be in the news? No leader has absolute power to dictate to people. Even Putin does not have absolute power over Russians. Enough of Wike, please. People's Democratic Party is a failure in Niger Delta. What can Atiku boast of that he has done in his own state compared to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos State? PDP should wake up. They stole millions and trillions that was to be used to develop Niger Delta. APC all the way. Tinubu give with his right hand and take back with his left hand. It was this same Fulani Muslim Atiku that betrayed Jonathan, who wants to give power back to the North in 2023, who want another Fulani man after all PMB and Fulani S-men have done to Nigeria. Haba. Nigerians are not brainless. Now OBJ cause on Atiku is still active. Igbo support for Atiku doesn't exist anymore. Look, People's Democratic Party and Atiku are just wasting their time in this presidential election. 10 million march indeed. You are hallucinating. Dagogo is like you want Wike to send you back to detention again. Don't forget how difficult it was for you to get out from the previous one. Yes, Farah, you are on point. Some of us know you now as PDP leader in Rivers State. The Olule Wike is playing hide and seek game with APC. Niger Delta will pay back Atiku for all he did to their brother. Good luck, Ebele Jonathan in 2015. On Wike, many South will stand. Yes, oh, you are on point despite that some Rivers toy politicians like betrayal. Exactly, it is only in the North. The leaders brainwash their people and force them to vote candidates they want. They have over the years used poor education and almajiri policy to keep them backward in order to manipulate them for personal political gain. The time has come for our northern brothers to say no to this brainwash and vote for the best and most competent candidate in next election. South, wake up. You want the northerners to use you up again? I beg you. How many southerners are in the top positions in Nigeria? They cope elsewhere because they are in power. If our Uncle Jonah did this, we wouldn't have been in this mess today. People, no. We don't go agree this time around. True. The same thing even in the North, nobody can control voters on who to vote for. Each voter has a personal preference. These people worked against your son in 2015, claiming it was their turn to rule. Whose turn is it now to rule after 8 years of a full animal? Think twice. 8 years office. Wike is really biting people. Sorry. Well, that is the opinion and reaction to what Dagogo said and what Wike too said from Dagogo. Fora. Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and be blessed.